Thank you for sticking with us after that 20-minute long open there. Welcome to the year 2017. Yes, we made it past 2016, and this is also welcome to the first episode of After Hours for the spring semester. I'm back. Can't get rid of me. I'm Stephen Ruffing, your host for After Hours, and alongside of me is Dylan Gaudet, Brett Dice, and Anthony D'Agostino. Introduce yourselves, guys.
I'll start. Go ahead, Dylan.
No, we don't have time. We don't have time for that. We have 5 minutes. All right, we're gonna get right into it. This happened in 2016, but now in 2017, the phenomenon is back, and that is Harambe, the gorilla that got shot in the Cincinnati Zoo. But he's kind of making a different return as he is a Cheeto now, I guess you could say.
You get resurrected somehow.
Yeah, some people believe in reincarnation. Maybe that was Harambe's goal, to come back as a Cheeto.
Yeah, well, this Cheeto, not cheetah, sold for almost $100,000 on eBay. It sold for $999,900. Honestly, why not just pay that extra $100 and make it an even $100,000? Guys, your thoughts. Anthony, I know you were the buyer, so we'll go to Dylan first. Dylan, what's your...
Well, I saw this first. There's a Twitter page that tweeted out Fat Kid Deals there on Twitter. They always tweet out Amazon and eBay stuff, and they tweeted out that it was at $11.99 there. And they that thing blew up after then, and now
you should have jumped on it when you could.
I know. I was gonna place a bid there. It was under $20, and then it skyrocketed to a couple thousand. So it definitely is a sensation that somebody just wanted a Harambe Cheeto pretty badly.
Yeah, and Brett, I know you're our food connoisseur. Can you please tell us what your professional insight is about this Cheeto?
I was actually talking to my girlfriend right before. I came on set, and I want to take a poll right now. How many of us here actually look at the Cheetos before we eat them?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, they're like snowflakes, not one's the same.
So do you actually look at your
Yeah,
Cheetos?
oh yeah.
I don't. See, I just...
I don't.
I don't either.
Yeah, I think now...
This is a pretty solid poll, by the way, 4 people.
Yeah. Being that the price is so high on that Cheeto, I think I need to start looking at the Cheetos before I eat them.
Yeah.
Well, I think like you don't necessarily are planning to look at the Cheeto. You kind of like glance down and you just kind of see it. It just happens. And I think that's what happened here. Someone looked at it and said, that looks familiar. And they picked the picture of Harambe and said, wow, this is basically identical. The one we had on the TV didn't necessarily do it justice. The one Steve has here, it really kind of looks like it with the arms up like that.
Yeah, it does. I don't want to put the paper up because that's just cheesy. I would never do that. But the thing about this, not only did it sell for this much money, there was more than enough people bidding on this Cheeto. It's 132 bids was made on this Cheeto that looks like a gorilla. Now, my question is, how do you preserve this Cheeto? What are you gonna do with this Cheeto? It just surprises me. It just why someone would do this.
Vacuum sealed glass box.
But
Probably what they're gonna do.
a vacuum sealed glass box.
Listen,
like that.
if you have enough money to buy that Cheeto, you have enough money to preserve that Cheeto.
Very true.
Wasn't there
That's
like
true.
some time ago where Abraham Lincoln like had his likeness on like a Cheeto or a chip?
You know what, Anthony? I was so lost when you started that topic, but yes, I know exactly
And it
what
sold
you
for
were
a lot of
talking
money.
about. I know exactly what you're talking about. I was trying to think that is exactly true. Did it sell?
I'm pretty sure it sold.
Wow.
It was a while ago. I think I was like in middle school when it happened.
Well, I'm just thinking about this now.
remember.
Today, something went viral of a Superman Cheeto that people are bidding on now as well. So it's just, you definitely have to take a look at your Cheetos.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just can't believe the ignorance of people just to buy this Cheeto. Like I really can't grasp the concept of buying this Cheetah or Cheeto, not cheetah. I keep saying
Really,
cheetah.
yeah, stumbling over that.
Well, if
aren't
you thought
Steve?
about how many votes Harambe actually got in the election, I mean, it kind of makes sense why somebody would, buy a Cheeto worth
Right.
$100,000.
And I know, like, when is this meme gonna end? That's a serious question.
I don't think
know.
it is.
You don't think it is?
Harambe lives on forever. The kids are going to be talking about it. They think it's cool. So I mean, they're going to be talking about it, and their kids are going to talk about it. It's just going to last
It's going to be
forever.
in the history books.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think before this, it kind of did die off a little bit. Like I didn't see as much of it as you used to see once a few days after it happened. But now with this resurfacing, I think it's going to come back up again. But it did die off for a little while, at least slightly.
Yeah, I honestly can't tell you, like, I don't know. I'm just struggling to wrap my head around it. And Anthony, good luck with finding something to do with that Cheeto. I hope your money was well spent. That's all the time that we have on this segment. I know it was a long one, so just stick with us. We'll be right back. We have some Tinder tips from Matt Hagee and some relationship advice from All Day Gaudet and Cheyenne White. So please stick with us. This is After Hours. And Danny Beck.
Open up your books to page 360.
Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Talking about inspirational quotes.
You gotta believe in yourself. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at getschool.com.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham, bam, minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
One decision, endless possibilities. California University of Pennsylvania opens your mind to more than 130 programs of study. Programs that matter to business, to justice, to our environment, to the future of our world. California University of Pennsylvania, because the world is waiting for you.
Visit or apply online, calu.edu.
Hello and welcome back to After Hours, and it's time for the 2016 college football season review. I'm just kidding. It's time for a new segment on After Hours of what we like to call Tinder tips and other relationship advice. This is a new segment that we'll be introducing on After Hours for the spring 2017 semester. My name is Matt Hagee, and I will be hosting and giving the Tinder tips portion of the show. We'll get back to that in a second. And along with my panel for this, Danny Beck, Cheyenne White, and Dylan Gaudet. Guys, what do you think so far of this idea of this segment?
There's either two ways we can go with this. I know that us three are in a relationship.
So we could either keep it or lose it.
Yes.
So.
I think we need to think about this each week. I like my relationship. I know.
I pretty much enjoy mine.
So
I'm basically what not to do. That's my role here, is just to explain to the viewers what not to do.
Well,
and you'll make progress in your relationship.
It'll present a good contrast we're going to have along with what we're about to talk about. But we're going to start with the Tinder tips, and I, as a 2015 Tinder Hall of Fame first-class member, I'm just kidding, but if there was a Tinder Hall of Fame, I probably would be a first-class member, because Tinder was a big thing in my undergrad years that I used to do, and it actually worked out. That is how I met my girlfriend, Kristen. We are now dating for a year and a half, just celebrated last week. And the crazy thing is, people can say, "Oh, why do you have a Tinder? Are you desperate?" That's lame. But you know what? I take a lot of pride in how I found her, and I think Tinder can really work out for everyone. And I truly believe that. I always tell people, I'm saying, "Hey, get Tinder." And if they're skeptical, I can give some advice. And let's start out with how to make said Tinder profile. Now, when you get Tinder, it links to your Facebook, and it will want to pull 5 photos from Facebook, like recent profile pictures and stuff. And sometimes it might grab the photos that you might not want on there. Like if you're with a photo of an ex or like 5 people, I avoid that. Avoid that as much as possible. You want good photos of you, because that is who you are presenting yourself on. You're presenting yourself on Tinder. It's you, no one else. And I was always thinking, like, with all these girls that they have like 3 group shots, and I'm thinking, wait, which one's who? It's hard. That's an immediate left for me. But have good 5 photos of yourself, like good selfies if you're at like a baseball game or something, or out like just something like that. No group shots and no really like in your face selfies. I would want to avoid that too. Anyway, then
so like LinkedIn rules.
Kinda, yeah. Like not like a professional, and even like if you're in a suit, it makes you look good to whoever.
Something I've learned too is I don't have a lot of pictures of myself. So what I was told is get like more pictures of yourself.
Exactly.
Like my Facebook is no pictures of myself.
You know what you could do though, if you want to boost like get with some hot friends, you know what I mean? And then be with them so that they don't know who, you know what I mean? So they click on you, then you're like, oh, it's me, surprise. Oh, sorry.
But not like a group, like 5 people.
No, like 6 or more.
Yeah. No, but I'd say no more. Like say no more than at least if you have one, just let's say at tops one photo, one group photo.
And no pictures of you with your ex either.
Yeah, that's what I said. You can't. No, that's always had me skeptical, and it was a big left for me. So, and then along with the pictures that was going on, you have to get a good about yourself. Like it's somewhat overlooked, and people are like, well, I don't read the Tinder bios when I do this, but I always thought the big thing is I listed what school I went to. I said Cal U 15, and it helps because if you see, I knew if I saw somebody else from I don't know, we were on the road, IUP, it'd be like, oh, you go to IUP, that's a good conversation starter, and they could say, yeah, I go to IUP. I was like, oh, great. I was there to announce a basketball game between IUP and Cal. That's how I did it because I was an announcer. But try to put some stuff on how you write to find common interest. Don't leave it plain. Don't leave a lame quote on there. Don't say, oh, I got good vibes, because that's not what everyone's about. Just be about you. Keep it simple. Don't write a book. I'm not trying to read a novel here. But just maybe go to school, where do you work, who your favorite teams are. That's another thing. If you get another sports fan, that was another big thing for me when I was with other girls, is that if they say oh, I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and be like, oh, you're a Steelers fan, and you can start talking about it and see where that goes. At least that's something for me. Family Guy, if you're say TV show, Family Guy was another big one for me. Put favorite TV show, and I'd also keep the politics out of it too, because that would be a big no-no for me as well. So that's a good start to a Tinder profile. Nice solid write-up, good photos about you, and leave out all don't make them all group photos. And also don't say if you're a smoker, don't put that out. That's not a big, you can just save that for later once everything gets going. If you smoke, so yeah. That is how to start a good Tinder profile. Now, have you guys been on Tinder ever?
I've never. Met? I prefer handwritten sentiments over anything.
Yeah.
But no.
That's what I used to do.
Yeah, it's a good look. I'm a good writer, just like you. You know what I mean? Just put some twang in there. It's all good.
It's something different. To get the readers, keep readers moving.
Yeah, that's what you want to do.
Cheyenne, have you ever had a Tinder before?
I did have a Tinder at one point in time, and I played the Tinder game. Me and my friends did. All of us made our bios. We're just here for the cheesy pickup lines, and saw like who could get the worst one. It was like hands down the best game I've ever played.
If you're not serious on Tinder, and some people are, that's always a fun thing to always just see how much you can. If it's not all for everybody for a relationship. Tinder can be used for many different reasons. But Dylan, I believe you had a Tinder.
I had a Tinder for about 2 seconds when I was in Kansas City, and just joked around with a couple people on there, kind of like your Tinder game. But yeah, Tinder. I'm not really into the Tinder stuff, you know. I'm good at like becoming friends with people, so it's great for me to like meet them in another place besides Tinder, maybe Facebook or something like that. But a big thing with Tinder too is Tinder in a relationship is just a bad idea. Having Tinder while you're in a relationship, bad idea.
Well, while you're in a relationship, obviously you don't want to have it, but it's always a good thing to start. But it's for some people, it's for not. If you want to get on Tinder, follow the advice. But guys, with Valentine's Day coming up, it's a lot of big gift ideas and what we want to get a special someone. Danny, what's something that you've thought about for your girlfriend?
Well,
obviously you're not going to say exactly.
No,
what it
I
is,
actually haven't. I haven't thought about anything yet. But I don't know. I mean, you can always go the route of jewelry. I can ask you if you like if that's a gift. Like that's what's good to have a girl on set. You know what I mean? Because like I don't know what girls like. I know what my girlfriend likes, but I don't know if she'll actually like it. You know what I mean? Because like you can just get her something random. Like if I get jewelry, can't have hearts, can't have any cheesy sayings, can't have any butterflies or any other insects. Like can't have like ladybugs, like what?
Yeah,
Butterfly.
no.
But like okay, like that's cool.
Like fourth graders.
Or no,
wear
like
that.
no crowns. Like that's sick. Like have you
Listen,
seen Alex and Annie bracelets with a little dangle thing? That's hot. That's so
Listen
cool.
though, if you're gonna get your girl like jewelry, I suggest right now those bar necklaces are really like.
Just a bar, like.
Yeah, but they're so simple. They look classy. Every girl wants one. Okay, actually I shouldn't say that. Not every girl, but a lot of girls want them.
Vinny, same.
Now see, I'm not in a relationship right now. So if you're somebody that's not in a relationship, I guess I'm asking you guys as a girl. What would you want, and Danny as a guy, what would you want if you're not talking to somebody and want to give somebody else a Valentine?
Chick-fil-A. Swear.
Oh, Chick-fil-A for sure.
See? I mean, like, but for you, you will probably get into, like, the story. I don't know if we'll actually talk about it on air. But, like, I think for you, it's also it's also about, like, creating that bond. So maybe Valentine's Day could be a chance for you to, like, get to know the person you're talking to more. Not necessarily try to spark anything, you know what I mean? But, like, just trying to talk.
Yeah, I think dinner is always a good option.
Like a hypothetical question. Because I'm not in a relationship, I don't have a Valentine, so to speak. So I was just wondering from that aspect of it.
Yeah, so, but anyway, Valentine's Day coming up 1 week from now, actually. 1 week from now. So for everybody, if you have a Valentine, don't have a Valentine, still celebrate Valentine's Day. It's a great day. So with that being said, we're going to take a short break, and once we come back, bringing back trivia to After Hours. And it's a little After Hours trivia from the fall semester. Stay tuned.
Got a quarter?
One decision, endless possibilities. California University of Pennsylvania opens your mind to more than 130 programs of study. Programs that matter to business, to justice, to our environment, to the future of our world. California University of Pennsylvania, because the world is waiting for you.
Visit or apply online, calu.edu.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
And welcome back to After Hours. It's time for the game segment on tonight's show. And for tonight, we are bringing back trivia, but this time we are doing what we call After Hours trivia. This is made up of questions that we've had topics about in this past year. It's supposed to be on the After Hours year in 2016 review, but we didn't have that show. Some circumstances happened, but the questions are still viable. So we have two teams. Team one, to my left, is Steve, Dylan, and Brett. Steve, you can see he's getting ready to go. And on my right, Anthony, Danny, and Cheyenne. Looks like Cheyenne's going to be the first contestant for Team 2. As always, if you want to answer the question, whoever answers it grabs the box first, gets to answer the question. If that person gets it wrong, the other person has a chance to answer. Please wait until I'm done reading the question to pick up the box. Okay?
All right, let's go.
All right, let's do this. All right, the big story during this past Halloween was the reported sighting of clowns around the United States.
Yep.
The Arizona Cardinals also had a tie with the Seattle Seahawks this season. According to the United States of Candy, what was the most popular candy in the state of Arizona? A, candy corn, B, Toblerone, or C, Reese's? Steve.
Toblerone.
You got it.
I'm from
Team
Arizona,
1.
so.
On the board. An Arizona native, Steve Ruffing.
Get up
So
there,
next
Dylan.
up we have Danny and Dylan. This is
on
a
your back.
great
Come on.
combo
Come
right
on.
here. Okay, you guys have to listen to this one because this is you have to finish the sentence. There have been some great songs released this past year, such as "Closer" by the Chainsmokers and "Starboy" by The Weeknd. We also played "Finish the Lyric" on After Hours this year because one of the topics said, "Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way
up."
You got it. Tied up at 1.
I like that.
Danny was ready for that one. All right, boys, next question. One of the biggest book series that came out in the last 20 years was the Magic Treehouse series. It's a great series, quality, 10 out of 10. There was a Florida grandmother that refused to come out of her treehouse earlier this year. What was her unusual pet? A, pig, B, fox, or C, raccoon? Brent.
Raccoon.
You got it. It's a little hesitate, but Brett, grab the box. All right, Team 2. That point was for Team 1. Team 1.
Ryan.
They're on different sides.
I don't want any beef, man,
But anyway, next question. Multiple choice. In 2002, Nelly debuted his hit song "Heart of a Champion." That became one of his greatest hits. In what state was a fresh heart found in his field in a Ziploc bag? A, Pennsylvania, B, North Dakota, or C, Ohio? You got it. The home state of Ryan Kaufman.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, Team 1 starting to pull away.
Hey.
Hey, it's for horses.
Hey, the weak link's up, so.
True. Phone Booth, this is another multiple choice question. Phone Booth starring Colin Farrell came way back out in the same year of 2002. In Kansas, a lady called 911 for a strange reason. What was the reason? A, she was upset at a McDonald's cashier person. B, she was upset at the presidential debate. Or C, she called to complain about the quality of her Chinese food.
B. I don't know.
You got it.
Oh, turn up.
Big point for Team 2. Okay, next question. Laser tag has become a popular game in this country, especially for company outings or birthday parties. While getting laser surgery in Japan, how did a woman cause a fire? Wait until I was done the question.
Oh, okay.
Brett will get the answer.
But I
this
know
one.
the answer.
But you have to wait until
I should just be able to answer the answer.
A, she was smoking. B, she knocked over a candle. Or C, she farted.
She farted.
You got it.
Like,
He says the rules.
Yeah, I said the rules.
Rose,
Jeopardy, that's not how it
Rose.
Anyway, Florida has been known for some. It's a multiple choice question. Florida has been known for many other crazy stories this year, which include a man dressing up as pet alligator for Halloween. What fruit did a 4-year-old tattoo on her dad that caused a stir on Facebook? A, orange, B, strawberry, or C, tomato?
Strawberry.
You got it.
I know all these. I picked the stories.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that's stories and wrote the question.
The stories.
Next multiple choice question. There has been much criticism in Green Bay this fall with the Packers failing to meet expectations. Well, they came back. What animal ran onto the field during a game against the Colts? A, rabbit, B, dog, C, squirrel.
Squirrel.
You got it.
Oh!
Team 1 a route right now. Okay.
Matt, oh my God.
Just stating the truth.
Matt.
There has been a rash of thefts in the last couple weeks of 2016 in the country in states such as Tennessee, Oklahoma, and Arizona. How much was the python that a 45-year-old man stole from a pet store? A, $300, B, $500, or C, $69? Yes.
$300.
No.
$69.
No. $500. That was the first question anyone got wrong.
Anyone ever?
Well, in this game. So far today. Okay. This comes from an After Hours in 2015. Usain Bolt concluded his Olympics career by winning 4 gold medals in the Rio Olympics this summer. His sprinting has become world class, and why did Anthony have to sprint off the After Hours set during a YouTube exclusive? A, cell phone was ringing, B, he had to throw up, or C, he was late for his radio show?
He was late for his radio show.
You got it.
He drug it out too much. Could already had an answer.
He'll be so quick on the draw.
Hey, Ryan, just let you know we have 2 points, but no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Point away because Anthony.
Because Anthony? He took away because Anthony, not
in
something.
Canada, Labatt and Molson are the 2 biggest beers that are exported to other countries across the globe. What did a police crew say in Canada that they would do to drivers that they arrest for drunk driving? A, pour maple syrup all over them. B, make them listen to a Nickelback CD on the way back to the station. Or C, tie them to the roof of the police car. Danny, I think.
B.
I touched it first.
Yeah, you didn't grab it, though. You have to grab it, cuz.
Yeah, I have to give that the one to Danny.
We want that point back just because of our teammate? Come on. Be bigger than that.
Okay.
Ryan, man up and come
Next
here and
question.
tell us.
2016 has been known for some quality albums being released, such as Drake's Views, Adele's 25, and The 12 Nights of Christmas by R. Kelly. What item did the band called Negative Land include in the copies of their most recent albums? A, string cheese, B, fingernails of their band members, or C, ashes of a former member that just passed away? Anthony.
Ashes of a band member.
You got it. Team 2 making a late comeback. Down to the last 2 questions.
You guys can try to come back.
All right, here we go. There have been a lot of movie remakes and former animated movies coming to life that came out this past year and more to be released this year in 2017. On an After Hours episode from 2015, what movie remake did I say I was tempted to see while making an unintentional Dr. Evil impression? A, Jungle Book, B, Jumanji, or C, Tarzan?
Oh, Jumanji.
That's right, Steve. That was yours.
I know.
You're the one who pointed it out. Quick. All right, Danny Dillon. This is for all the marbles right here. This question is for 5 points.
Oh, shit.
Here we go. I expect you two to do well here.
I'm not going to do good.
Cal U's football team had an amazing season by winning the PSAC championship for the first time since 2008, defeating IUP twice and making the Super 1 region finals. The Vulcans also went 7-0 in the PSAC West division this season. Name 5 of the 7 teams that the Vulcans beat this division. Danny.
Gannon, Seton Hill, IUP, Slippery Rock, and Edinburgh.
You got it. Team 2 with the comeback. Wow. Kind of like the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah. That was like the Super Bowl.
A little bit. All right, well,
Man, my back
that is all the
hurts.
time we have for After Hours. Thank you for watching. We hope to see you in 2 weeks. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.
2 weeks.